What's up, my soldiers? This is Wobbly Honor, and today I got a great video for you all. Today is actually March 25th, and that means that it's my 6th year anniversary in the Air Force. And that's pretty exciting because if I was still enlisted, I would either be extending my contract or I would be getting out. So it's kind of interesting to think, well, if I was still enlisted, what would I do? But now that I'm at the Air Force Academy, I really don't have that option anymore. I'm just going to continue with the academy, then commission once I graduate, and then proceed on with the rest of my career as an officer. So right now, I'm actually going to go through all of my memorabilia that I have, a few of the stories and a few of the, the things that I have to show for my 6 years in the Air Force. Now, this isn't much, and I would definitely suggest that if you are in the Air Force or if you are enlisting, to definitely keep better track of like the things that you do. Keep better memorabilia, whether it be coins or shot glasses, t-shirts, stickers, whatever you name it. Just make sure you try to keep up with that throughout your career because you're going to want that once you retire. Right now I'm going to start, and actually before I start, I want to kind of address the fact that I'm not at the academy right now. I just went through talking about the academy, yet I'm still here at home. What actually happened is because of Corona, they actually sent home all of the 4 degrees, 3 degrees, and 2 degrees, and now they're only keeping the firsties until they graduate here in May. And what they're doing is they're just trying to limit the spread of the virus and make sure that, we kind of keep the firsties healthy because the Air Force still needs those people to graduate and proceed into the real Air Force. Anyways, right now we're just proceeding with online classes, and I'm just kind of chilling at home, so it's not that bad of a deal for me. I hope that everybody's healthy and doing well, and I kind of wanted to make this video today to sort of get people's minds off of Corona. Everything online right now is Corona related. That's all people talk about. This is something a little bit more motivating and a little more interesting, I think, than just talking about Corona. So, yeah, it all kind of started in high school. I know it's kind of lame, but I was in JRTC, very handsome, if you can see. I was a junior in high school in this picture, and this is sort of where it all started. This is where I was a flight commander. And when I sort of started to take leadership roles for the first time, it's when I learned how to be in a team, how to think we instead of me, how to think the mission first, and just sort of a different way of thinking, team working skills, leadership skills. And this is just something I look back on, all my certificates for completing the program, for doing well in the program, all of my mentors. It's just something that I always look back on. I know a lot of people make fun of JRTC because it's usually the nerdiest people in uniforms that don't fit. There's so many memes, and I was definitely that 14-year-old kid at one point. But there's something ahead of that I look back on fondly, and I really enjoy those days. Anyways, of course, after JRTC, I enlisted in the Air Force. So when I enlisted in the Air Force, I was a little bit nervous. Me and my friend Nick would prepare almost every day. We would go running, push-ups, sit-ups, all the things that get me up to that physical level. And before I left, I gave him this card which says, because I said I would, and you can find these online, I believe. They're free. They might still be free. And essentially you give them to somebody and you write down a commitment on it. And then you give them the commitment, and then once you complete whatever your goal is, you get it back from that person. So it's just a way to sort of keep somebody else up to date with what you're doing and just try to stay motivated. And mine said, I was really gung-ho at the time and very blue, but it says, I'm going to kill basic training for the Air Force and never give up. And it's capital letters, but I was very, very, very excited to join the Air Force, and I'm still excited to be in the Air Force. And yeah, that's just sort of what I did. And it was kind of exciting to go through. This is my certificate once I graduated basic training. Everybody gets one. It's just a participation trophy. And then, of course, I have my Airman's coin, which you get at the end of basic training. It's sort of what you're looking forward to the entire time. Once you graduate, you get that and hold on to it forever. This is one of my favorite things about basic training, which is our picture. And if you can see, I'm actually right about here in the middle. I was the dorm chief during basic training. So that was pretty cool. It was an exciting time. It was very strange because I was actually the youngest person in our flight, and yet somehow I was in charge of everyone. So I was, the kid on the block, trying to just hold it down. I learned a lot about leadership. I learned a lot about being in certain situations where you don't like the people that you're with. However, you have to work with them, and it's really, there's a workaround for everything. So there's just a lot of different things that I learned during that time in my life. Next, I graduated basic training and I went on to technical training. Tech school is where you learn how to do your job. So I learned how to be an egress technician, egress maintainer, and that just means I work on the ejection seat. So these are just my certificates of training for that. But what I really enjoyed from Shepherd Air Force Base is my flag. During the time I was a part of the Shepherd Air Force Base Color Guard, and every day we would fold the flag during retreat for the base commander, a brigadier general, and we would just sort of have that daily routine. And I started to learn what it meant to like fold the flag and present the flag, put it up every morning, and it's just it was a cool part of my life. Next, after I graduated tech school, I went on to Minot Air Force Base. Minot was my first active duty base, real base. Minot was cold. I know a lot of you all have a lot of different thoughts about Minot Air Force Base, but it actually wasn't that bad. The city was decent, lots of military discounts. I'd never been to the Midwest before, so that was cool. But it is cold, very cold. You might die. You might actually die. So Minot Air Force Base, it says peace the old-fashioned way with a picture of a B-52 on it. So I really enjoy that. I love the plane. Like, I know it's called the Buff, the big ugly flying F word. So, but I liked it. I thought it was an interesting, unique aircraft. At least, you know, everybody could work on them. F-16s and 22s. Those are the popular kids. We like B-52s. So I worked on the B-52. I have a coin here for the B-52, and I also have a colonel and a lieutenant rank insignia. The story behind this is simply I wanted to be a colonel, and at the time that's what I thought success looked like. If I had made the rank of colonel, well then I would be successful, and that's certainly not true. Something I learned not recently, but just I've learned throughout the past couple of years is that success does not equal rank. In fact, in many cases, making a difference can cost you rank, because making a difference means sticking your neck out, taking chances, doing the right thing when the right thing might not be the popular thing. And that could mean you're not going to be a colonel if you happen to stay where you are because you know that your organization needs you more than, you know, some other opportunity. So what I've learned is that it's really about the difference you make, not the rank that you make. And keep that in mind. So after Minot, you know, I learned a lot about finances there. I learned a lot about where I need to be. I applied to the academy my second time at Minot, and I moved on to Alaska, which was JBER, or Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. So at JBER, I was working on the F-22, which is a big step up from the B-52, a little bit newer, a little bit more technology involved with that, but it was definitely a lot of fun. I got to be outdoors for the first time ever. I really got into painting for the first time, and I really got into like nature and really living my best life. So Alaska was dope. I really enjoyed it there. I feel like I talk about it a lot to my friends and they probably get tired of it. But anyways, I was promoted to senior airman when I was there. These are the certificates I was holding. And this is my pilot logbook. When I was trying to get my private pilot's license. My Elmendorf removed before flight Insignia keychain. I have an Alaska Highway sticker. I drove the Alaska Highway. This is my license plate from my Jeep LaRonda at the time. If you want to look at my video about LaRonda, there's one for that too. It's just W blue. I no longer have LaRonda though, so it's a little bit sad, which is why I feel comfortable showing you my license plate. But, you know, that's fine. I'm a cadet now. I don't have a car anymore. And then I applied for the Air Force Academy 2 more times at JBER, and on my 4th time applying to the Academy, I finally got accepted. So this is my acceptance letter into the Air Force Academy Prep School. The last thing I got before I left Alaska was this plaque, and this is actually one of the nicer things that I have from my time in the Air Force, and it says Senior Airman Matthew Wild Blue Simmons. It says, an appreciation for your service and dedication while assigned to the 3MXS Egress section. We would like to thank you for all you've offered every one of us. We wish you nothing but the best and aim high at the Academy and beyond. What's up, my soldiers? So it says it actually right there on the bottom. So that's pretty dope. Really enjoyed Alaska. It was a great time there. Like I said, I got accepted into the prep school. Prep school I was at in the Alpha Squadron, and our mascot was the Raptor. So it's Alpha Squadron, first look, first kill. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed my time there. Painted a mural. Really got into painting in general. I think I don't know if I've told you all this, but I've actually been painting out a lot recently. Kind of started at the prep school, and this is just some of my work. There's just like mountains and stuff. This is like one of my first ones that I painted, and I actually paint pretty frequently now. So if you all are interested, I can actually start making videos of me painting, and that would be pretty dope. Like I could do that, and then I can also like kind of answer questions as I'm going along about the Air Force or whatever you guys might have asked me recently. So if you're interested in that, leave it a comment down in the comment box below that you want to see something like that or more content like that in the future. Went to the prep school, very difficult academically for me. I had been in there I had been out of high school for 4 to 5 years. And when I got to the prep school, it was a lot of hard work, a lot of humility. It was a lot of losses, took a lot of L's. But at the end of the day, I took the dub. So I got the W and got my certificate of graduation from the prep school. Hold this a little bit closer. So I graduated from the prep school. I have my acceptance letter into the academy, or my letter of appointance to the Air Force Academy. And I also have my associate's degree in here too, which is something else. So education has sort of been like what my Air Force career has been focused around so far. So it's education and trying to do as best as I can in my job. Met a lot of friends at the prep school. I also went and I did a Spartan race, so I have a medal. These are just a few of the things that I have from my time at the prep school. So again, like I said, a lot of friends. Yeah, good times. Went on from the prep school to the Air Force Academy, and I have here my Contrails. Contrails is about a 200-page long book, and it's all quotes, Air Force history, Air Force structure, just everything that you need to know to be a successful cadet and an officer. Also, during my doula year, upon completion of recognition, I got 2 things. First is my prop and wings. Prop and wings is just a sign that you finish recognition and you're a recognized cadet. It's a pretty big moment in your freshman year, and also have a coin for completing recognition. So those are probably the 2 biggest things that I have taken from freshman year, apart from just the memories. Lastly, I have a plaque, and this is something that I got this year during my sophomore year or my 3-degree year. Almost one like this. It's a plaque that says, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." And that's John Quincy Adams. And I got this from my coach's parents, actually, because they saw that I was doing a good job, and they wanted to show their appreciation, and I definitely appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but the last thing I actually want to show you is this shirt that I'm wearing. And it's actually from Hugo, who actually has his own YouTube channel. He's one of the friends that I met during the Air Force, during my time in the Air Force. He's retired Air Force himself. And I just look up to him for a lot of different advice and a lot of different military side of the things as far as a mentor goes and just a friend, somebody I can talk to. So he actually gave me this, which is a pretty cool Air Force Academy sweatshirt. And it's part of my memorabilia. Like, it's just another thing that I have to sort of remember my time in the Air Force, and it's great to have. But thank you all for watching. If you all would like to see more painting videos, or any painting videos, let me know. Or if you would rather just me continue talking about the Air Force Academy and try to just focus on that, that's fine too. If you guys want, leave a comment on what your favorite memorabilia is from leaving the Air Force, if you have any. But thank you, or if you have any so far. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Peace out.